Well, this is where I come when I want to clean the vehicle. And Mishar is going to be taking her mum and Muse to Gerberese to visit family, kennel, blah blah blah. So I come here to clean the car up for them, make it look okay. And I get it done by another family member called Alen, who owns a little shop in the grounds of this. Now, Alan's father and mother, ever since I started this relationship with Bosnia 10 years, 11 years ago, have always invited me into this house here, the yellow house, for some sudak and cheese, sort of like a thin layer meat with some local cheese, and there they interrogate me until I tell them everything. And so now maybe I've had my car cleaned here over 50 odd times, and I always sit in this area and just look at the backdrop of the Dinaric Mountains. This stage of the Dinaric Mountains, this little piece is called Kamesnica, which basically says little stones, area of little stones. And we have that little parrot beak there, Konya, K-O-N silent J, Konya, which means horse. It looks more like a parrot to me, but they say it's a horse there. And then you go over to the back of the forest as the backdrop between us and the mountain, and behind that is a river, one of the four we have, called the Sturba. And it's like a little weekend retreat. People have these wooden Hansel and Gretel cottages. Absolutely fantastic area. You can go and swim there. The water's 3 meters in this river at some places, and so clean. It's really clean until it gets out to where I'm pointing the camera now, and then obviously too many villages are involved. People washing their cars at small shallow falls, etc. But people from away, Slovenia, Serbia, come down to camp on the Sturba and this ecological centre called the Livno Fields, which is a wetland from where I'm pointing the camera now to way over Alan's house there, for 60 odd kilometres, 70 odd kilometres, full of wildlife, divli život, and comprising of lizards, birds that feed on lizards, storks that are coming back now, that were recorded in Austro-Hungarian days, 1900 plonk, all coming back. It's so green and fertile. And then we're looking south to southwest now. Behind me, I can't show because there's a barrier of trees behind me, but the guy that is also a sort of quasi-relative of mine owns Yaz Commerce. He keeps deer in a pen, which is like probably about the size of 3 football pitches or something. And so they have their veal and blah blah blah. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So my car's getting done. I've brought 2 cameras out, one with a long range zoom to see if I can hunt any birds out. Sometimes they land in front of you, you've got nothing there, so I brought my big 300mm lens. Just quickly pop over. They're shouting. I don't know what they're shouting. But there they are, cleaning the lanny over there. There you go, so peaceful. So peaceful. Who would ever want to return back to anywhere that was just too noisy and hustling and bustling. We can get everything here. We've got all the I mean, this town has probably about 4,000 people in it, but it's got an obscene amount of petrol stations, an obscene amount of new warehousing storage that has gone up. Consum, which is the equivalent of our Asda. I've got one there, and then we've got the local dealers, one on the hill called Parvich. He's got a big hotel come wedding reception place, and they fitted a supermarket in the bowels of that, and it's in the area I'm pointing you now. Can't see it quite at the moment, so let me give that a rest. And then there's all sorts of other shops. There's a big supermarket that's just come. I mean, how are they making any money? I don't know. That's just selling things like spectacles, children's colouring crayons, school equipment, geometric rulers and compasses and that. And it's like air conditioned inside. There's 3 girls sort of like filing their nails, and you walk out with maybe the equivalent of £6 worth of stuff, and you can't see anyone else at all in the shop. And then you look at the car park outside, immaculately tiled forecourt, one car on it, your car, the one you've just stepped out of, and you go shopping and you don't have this queuing up at tills forever. You're just straight into three or four checkout girls, and they'll have 2 people at maximum in front. Yeah, it's a lovely place.